I noticed this judgment that started in the sense that moving between projects and having multiple interests is bad. Different words were used instead of bad. What I need to do is focus and commit to just one or two things. Every time I jump again, it's this feeling of being bad. In the last few years I've been saying, actually it's okay. Like you've just been saying, it's okay that I do design and that I write and follow whatever feels most energizing in the moment. There's a trust that they all come back together. So I'm wondering, is that an arc that you went through as well, or what's your relationship to it?
I would hear the same message essentially. You need to specialize, you need to pick something, you need to focus. And if you don't do that, you're going to get lost, you're going to lose, you're going to disappear, something bad's going to happen. It's bad to use this word. Sort of wasn't even able to pick this thing. Like while I'm studying music in this professional competitive context where you're supposed to really zoom in on this, not even visit the other faculties in university, mingle with other disciplines, just practice in front of your instrument and focus. In this environment, I'm still like making my websites, doing stuff in the background. I recognize that nobody around me seems to acknowledge this other part of myself, but it's okay, I guess. I don't worry. I do feel bad that I'm not good at the music thing when all these people are like, it's their primary thing and everybody's here to focus, nobody's here to be a generalist. In different ways, I've just had this guilty feeling of, I'm not as good as the other people here. I started so late. Then after graduating and entering the real world where people need to have jobs and careers and pick specific things and specialize and become of service and sell your stuff for a fee and all of this, it's like, well, I can't really take that thing because I'm not as professional. And then there's these other messages coming of like, well, we need a specialist here.
Right.
And so I ended up not doing music in this professional way, put it on the side. Maybe I studied that and I'll find a way to integrate it later. Now it's interestingly coming up in trying to become an independent creator. Here again, the typical model who picks a topic and they go deep dive and they have super good production. Everything's like pow, 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 pow. And it's very focused and specific. And it's like, well, people don't want content about general stuff. They want expertise,
Yes.
So now it's back again. But then I'm like, I like what I'm doing. And actually, it's never felt stronger than it does now that everything's in the right place. I've been doing what I should have been doing. I need to just keep doing it and go deeper.
Sounds like you are specializing. You're specializing in being yourself.
That's it. I've realized this before also, that a lot of the people that I looked up to, it's not really that they were good at a specific thing. It's that there's this other thing happening. They're the best at being themselves, or they're doing something that only they can do, and they're just in touch with that, and that comes through in so many ways. I'm realizing more and more that I haven't felt good in the past because the message is continually sent that what I'm doing is bad, because not everybody's encouraged to do that, because it's more lucrative or profitable. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm just more secure about it now.
It's beautiful.
Well,
it's really beautiful. I love every time I feel like I encounter some of the groundedness that you have. I know when you're talking about it. That's how it comes through to me though. Hearing something like this, we all are regularly receiving these messages that we have to specialize and the world rewards it. Even the internet rewards it, like you said. People think about growth on the internet a lot. And one of the easiest ways that I've seen is you just specialize. And the second you specialize and a person can say, okay, Rosano, this, then they make that association and everything reinforces whatever you specialize in or however you've labeled yourself. In the same way that the internet works, I feel. Everything else works.
Which is fine, obviously, right? If that's what somebody wants.
Of course,
then it's great. But for people like me and perhaps yourself, it's not natural, or it feels like that's not how we're wired. And we need messages for these other people. We think differently.
I think we are moving in similar directions. It sounds like playing the same game, and for me the game is, how can I be fully whatever this being that I've been given is.
How can I be me?
How can I be me? There are so many ways to play that game, right? At times it feels scary, and at times it feels like walking away from quite a lot of seeing a path and saying, cool, I know the rewards that I'll get. I know the positive affirmation I'll get from the people around me as well if I walk this path. But actually my heart, and more than my heart, my body, including the heart, is saying, let's go over there, and so just like trusting in that feels both very powerful and beautiful. It feels a little bit scary.